Hello, hello, and welcome to the first art stream in a while. Got just a couple of things to do today, and then we're going to get into Minecraft. But I have some things that I need to get done, and this seemed like the ideal opportunity to do them. I've got a devious little trap for my players in the game that I'm GMing coming up. And it's going to come in two parts, so it will have some measure of customizability to it. So, first things first, let's do the base. I'm thinking 2x2 for now. It's just a bit too big. I believe here is where I measured it out to be the perfect size. Bam. So, I always, or at least I generally, start with an image of the map as it is laid out. And right now that map is empty for this particular session, but don't worry about that just yet. We'll be getting there. But most importantly, this way, it'll be proportionally about where I want it to be. So I can make sure that it'll look good when it gets put into Roll20. Let's see. I have a vision for the vines, but I'm not sure what I want the base to look like. I'm not certain. One more pixel up there. Yeah, I think that'll do. If it has to look pretty basic in order to get across what it is and also not distract from the main action, then so be it. Now that I got a feel for the size that I want it to be, let's just fill in the background, and that's as easy as drawing another circle. Or I could just go back and turn it into a filled-in circle, but honestly, this seemed easier. Contouring. I think contouring might make it look better. So, for example, if I give it a vein of some sort that comes up the front. Something like this. And round that off with the eraser. And likewise, I want to do a circle select here. Adjust it as needed. There we go. Now I can just invert that and erase around the outside. Bam. Maybe just a little more touch of eraser here so that looks softer. There we go. Now a leaf on this side and on this side to disguise just how perfectly round it is. Why is my internet being funky? That shouldn't be happening. There's not even anybody else here right now. No good. What if... the leaf just looked like this? Okay. There we go. Now let's straighten these out again. And actually make them thicker in one spot and thinner on this side. Yeah, no, that looks good, I think. Just decrease the size on that, round that a smidgen. There we go. It's not quite working out. Let's use this tool to make that easier. And then likewise, I want this side to be thinner, so let's make it thinner with that. There we go. Okay, and on the opposite side, it would probably look something like... that. And let's actually move this under. And we'll give it a little flap at the top, like pitcher plants have. Erase a smidgen to make that more pointy. Make a little bit of an outline there. Give me a sec, I gotta sneeze. It was a fake. So that was lovely. Actually, let's undo that one. And then give this layer a little bit of shading with a semi-transparent, darker thing. Not that dark. And a little bit more opaque. And now erase the excess. Less opaque on the eraser. There we go. Okay, that should be good. Similarly, I think we can give this leaf a little bit of a highlight here. And in order to make sure that it doesn't overlap so much, let's erase, not that. Also not that opaque on the eraser. There we go. Did that have the effect I wanted? Yeah, I think so. I think that looks okay. Alright, now let's take a darkish color from this. New layer. Maybe make it a little darker than that is. And work on the hood. The pocket in the hood. The bit of the pitcher plant that goes glop and then swallows something. Now, that's not to say necessarily that it's going to swallow my players, but it might. I actually had a funny thought. Because things like certain weeds and stuff spread their seeds by hitching a ride on animals. Often by catching a hold with barbs, something like that. I thought, what if there was a plant that did that, but with slime? So this thing is going to dunk you inside of itself, where there's a thick, slimy slurry. Blech. And absolutely coat you in that. But then spit you back out, because you'll be covered in the slime, but you'll also be covered in its seeds. And then, hopefully, you'll go a considerable distance from it, and then either wash off the glop or scrape it off on a tree or something, and then the nutritious slurry could be used as fertilizer for the new plant. That was the thought that was going into this anyway. Okay. I want that layer to look like that. Erase part of that curve there. There we go. So it should look like that from the outside. But then, underneath, I want it to maybe have a visible bulge on the outside to show that it's obviously a flap. Okay, and then erase that. Maybe not quite like that. It needs a bit more off of the side. There we go. And now underneath it, I round that out. Presto. Then I take that color and do a maybe a 2 or a 3 one here, just to sort of differentiate that. Maybe a little bit thicker. There we go. So now the hood looks visually distinct. And I will... Didn't mean to copy that layer, but that's fine. I will shrink that down a bit. There we go. And then have another layer underneath that. And then on this one will be a bit of insurance. I'm going to put on this layer. This is underneath the hood layer, but on top of the rest. I'm going to put a layer of green on the back side of the hood and around the outside of the lip. Just as a bit of extra precaution to make sure other colors don't go where I don't want them to go. Okay. And let's uncover that and that. And that. There we go. Okay. And now I will... Yeah, everything looks in order, so I will merge that down. So now I can take, let's say, this kind of a fuchsia, and nope, not that. And I can paint underneath this, but it will come to a nice clean stop around the outside, and it will be... missed a spot there. And there. Okay, so let's... Nope. I moved that on accident. Let's take that color again and repeat the process. Covering over the spots that I missed. There we go. And then merge that down. Perfect. So that stays confined to the picture area. A little glimpse inside. Alright, so with that done, let's erase this and think about what we actually want to do here. I'm thinking gradient. I did like the pop that the fuchsia gave, but I think it was a bit too saturated. Let's try this. And then a darker hue of fuchsia. And then put in a gradient. A radial gradient, maybe? Nope, that fills in the whole thing. So we'll just take this spot here. There we go. And we'll move that there. Maybe increase the radial outwards a bit. And increase the lightness of the inside color just a smidgen. The others could be interesting. I think this is what it needs, though. Yeah. Something's funky around the corner there. No. take that color right there and cover over that kind of weird, funky spot. And over there. There we go. Okay. It's simplistic, it draws the eye, but you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking this should be the color for that. Make it a little darker. It didn't quite work. Let's increase the, there we go. And then subtract, no. And then subtract the green from that. But not quite as much of it. There we go. And likewise, the same for there. There we go. Now we cover over it. How does that look? Horrid? Probably. Yeah, it looks janky here. So that's where we come in with this color and do an extra little bit of painting around the edges to soften it up. Like that. And the same goes for over here. Bingo. Something's still striking me as off here, but I can't put my finger on what. It's a little better. I messed up something. Just ever so slightly when I did that, but I'm not sure what it was. You know what? Let's... not that far in. Let's improve the look of that by extending this out further. So it looks less like an outline and more of just shading almost. Yeah, that's better. Not that. And I wanted the other color. There we go. And let's improve the shading between this and this by taking that color and making it more opaque. And then doing like a line right there. And that makes for a better gradient. There we go. Perfect. And then it needs something threatening looking in there. Aside from it just being obviously a little freaky, I think it needs like a vein or something. Not quite that dark. Yeah, not quite that dark. Something to make it look a bit more strange and dangerous. And now let's shrink that down to 1 and give some of these a bit more pointy ends to the veins. Honestly, I'm really happy with how this turned out, considering I didn't come into it with a plan before. However, it's missing just one more thing. A bit of shading on the green bit. The big, kind of bulbous bit. So, let's take that and select the bulby bit. Increase that out a tad on the tolerance so that it collects more of the outsidey parts. And then make a gradient. Okay. That looks bad. Is it a dot that it needs? No, I think it should be linear, and then just that at the bottom. There. Yeah, that's okay. However, there's this patch here. What's up with that? Do I need to erase something here? Yeah, I think I did. Nah, it blends better. Yeah, actually, it looks like it's coming from the bottom of the plant proper now. And in fact, let's take that and add another layer below all of this with just a little touch of something here. There we go. Yep, nope, not quite that large. Improve the cohesiveness of that part of the design. Yeah. No, that's good. That's a lot better, I think. However, this looks kind of weird how it slopes into that like that. I think I need a little bit more of yeah, when it comes to a sharper point even. Well, I didn't want that to come to a sharp point, did I? Yeah, there we go. That's good, I think. Yeah. Alright, so assuming this is done, and it looks like it is, let's just merge all of those into one layer and save. Bam. Okay, so then I think we take this color and that color. Yeah. Keep a hold of those, and then we open this one. And we work on the other part, which is gonna be if I were to make it 4 blocks long, how would that look when it's on a diagonal? About 3. Or I could have it be 3 long on the sides and then 3 long on the diagonal like that. Yeah, no, that's good. I think I think that'll be okay. If I extend it out to there, crop to here, zoom in just a smidge, and oh. All right, so step 2. The tangly viney bits that this is going to use to grab things and stuff it in the pitcher. I think ideal course of action would be bulby bit at the end. And then slowly taper into a twisty bit. Yep, nope. Didn't want to do that. Like that. And then pop, cap it off like so. I want these things to be annoying. They will have to plan their movement around them carefully. They grow much faster than bamboo. Take care of, or they'll come after you. Levels of, this thing is freaky. Seriously, it will be a mean green mama. And it will not. It will not stop being a potential threat. There will be no way to neutralize it, only avoiding it. Now, of course, it won't be deadly itself, but there will be other things that my players have to deal with that will be, potentially, very devastating. And if this thing can take one of them out of the fight for even a turn, it will be bad news. Wonder Pig says key lime pie. Hello, Wonder Pig. Welcome to the art stream. I did not actually make the key lime pie that is my icon. In an art stream, but yeah, that's mainly because I wasn't streaming at the time. I think this spot here could stand to scooch a little bit lower. Anyway, welcome back. How are you doing today? There could be a little bit better. this along here just a little thinner so that we can see the vine a tad more easily. There we go. Scoop that in a tad. And then take that color and then make up for the bits that got erased away. Make sure they're all properly colored in. There we go. That should be good. Now, what do we do for this? Do we give it thorns or barbs or something? I don't think it'd be the flowers. I think we give it... Okay, first off, we give it a gradient. Similarly to the other one. Yeah. Just like that. So now it fades kind of gently into the... Nope. Now it fades kind of gently into the... That's strange. No, no, no. Didn't mean to start another one. That'll be fine. What could we do to make this thing look like a bigger threat? I'm thinking thorns. And for thorns, I'm thinking we take a single thorn, maybe pointed inwards, so that it would be more likely to catch and drag something. There we go. Paint that accordingly. And, I'm thinking we give it a little bit of a reddish tip. Nope. I want to grab that one and move it. There we go. And then gently erase around the outside so that it looks soft again. There we go. And then I think I want to add a bit of an outline to that. What if that's it? What if that's just the outline? Instead of like a whole outline, it just outlines the bit where it connects to the vine. I think I like that. Copy that. No. Collapse that. Then copy that. New layer. Add another one. Reverse it. 23 by 15. So if I stretch that to 15, it should be approximately the same. And I ought to be able to rotate it a smidgen. There we go. Another one. Move it along. Shrink it down a tad. Another one. Move it along. Shrink it down even more. Another one. Move it down here. Flip it. Rotate it. Shrink it down a little bit. Control C, Control V. Shrink it down a bit. There we go. Control C, Control V. I think probably that's as small as I'm willing to go for this. So it can go there. Put that one on this layer, actually. Shrink it down a bit. Actually, let's put that here in the middle. Well, maybe a smaller one there wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, actually, let's take this one and put it behind. So it's on the flip side of the thing. Yeah, yeah. Whoa. That on layer 4? Nope. Layer 5. Control C. Wait. Control V. There we go. Now we take this one last time and we make it into a small kind of Is there room for one on the tip here? actually, to break up that. As a whole, does that look good? I think it does. I think that looks very nice. I think it might actually need one more. What layer is that one on? That one? No, that one? No. This one? That one. Control C. Control V. What if I put that one on the back side? Still doesn't fully solve the problem that I have here. Which is that spot in particular looks a little empty. That one's on layer 5. Control C. No, Control C. There we go. Control V. Oh, that's good. That's good, I think. A good kind of almost randomish distribution of those thorns. Ah. Once again, the tool zooms in way too far. I'm not sure what does that. I'm thinking that this maybe should be rotated a smidgen more, though. Like that. And then this can be moved to there. Perfect. Maybe not perfect, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. This one maybe could stand to stand out a tad more. So if I take that and scooch it, not that one. There we go. If I scooch that to there, and then, not layer 7, layer 6, layer 6. Move this one forward just a bit. Now it's looking almost uniform here. So what if I take this one from layer 5? Yeah, Control C, Control V. I don't know. What if I instead put it here to sort of break up the flow of the pattern. I think that's good. Maybe tuck it in a little bit more. There we go. That's good. That's good. All right, collapse all of this. Save. There we go. So let's emulate what this would look like by opening a new one. Cancel. Nope. Nope. Okay. Canvas size, let's increase that by about 5 times. And then that'd be there. And underneath it, on another layer, would be several of these. Control C, Control V. Control V. About like this. About like that. No, that's good. That's good. It conveys a clear obstacle. And I can adjust the tentacles, the vines coming out of it, as I see fit. Make them a little longer, make them a little shorter, flip them so that it doesn't look like I just copy-pasted it 3 times, which is, even though that's literally what I did. Yeah. Maybe make one a little skinnier. There are things I can do for that. All right. And I don't need to save that one. It is simply a demo. All right, cool, cool. Next time, probably... Next time, coming soon, actually, I think. I've got a lot of art to do before the next session is ready, so you can expect more art streams in the near future, in all likelihood. Next time, probably the fog. I have some fog that I need to do. Little fog clouds. Anyway. We'll be back soon with the Minecraft segment of the stream. I plan to go find some wolves and then go find something else entirely. A structure that we haven't seen yet on my save. Knock on wood, anyway. Shouldn't be too hard. I have something that should lead me straight to it. So stay tuned through the break, and we'll be right back.